Hello everybody, this is Promise and welcome back to another StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm beta cast. I've been posting a lot of replays on my channel. I hope you guys are checking them out and liking them. If you have any comments, just post in the YouTube chat, or not, it's not called the YouTube chat, but the actual, just the comment section on YouTube. Let me know what you think of the cast. To be honest, I am down for constructive feedback. If you're a douchebag and you're just going to be like, hey man, you're terrible, you suck at casting, then I'm probably not going to read that, although it does not really affect me. If there's something that I agree with, I have no problem saying, yo man, you actually make sense. What you're saying actually is true, and I should go ahead and fix that. But let's talk about the game that we have at hand right now. We have our Terran versus Zerg. This is going to be a super exciting match. Let's just introduce the players. We have in the left side here, spawning in as a red Zerg player. I believe this is like Glacier Sands or Glacier Mist, something like that, the name of this map. I'm not too sure, but this is going to be IPA. He's going to be our red Zerg player. We have on the right side of the map, we have this barcode. Who is this barcode? He is a Terran player, and his color today is going to be blue, but who is this? And a pretty huge surprise for someone to be using a barcode in a beta, right? I mean, who really is going to care that much about the record or care that much about winning and losing and hiding strategies? They're not going to be playing in the GSL anytime soon for any kind of tournament for HotS. But let's go ahead and tell you guys who this is. This is in fact coLqxc Gaming's coLqxc. And this is why I'm super excited for this game. coLqxc, well, I basically messaged coLqxc. I was like, hey, coLqxc, how's it going? How's your day? How's HotS? How's Wings of Liberty? And he told me that, hey, I've only been playing about 5 games or so of HotS per day. Maybe just something like 15 games total throughout the whole beta. But I told him, coLqxc, send me some replays. People want to see what's up, what you're doing in the HotS beta. And he was pretty open and pretty nice about sending me some replays. So I'm going to cast this game. There's going to be another game that I'm going to cast, which is going to be a Terran versus Terran. Nice little spoiler there for you guys. So make sure you check out both games of coLqxc. But let's talk about the game thus far. There is going to be a gas taken for coLqxc. Barracks is taken as well, and a factory. So this is very much just a Hellion opening. Very similar to Wings of Liberty. This is kind of what you do as a Terran to get some early map control and try to apply a little bit of economic pressure onto your Zerg player. Meanwhile, in the base of IPA, we are not seeing any kind of 7 pools or 8 pools or 9 pools or anything that's going to be super crazy, that's going to be game changing. He is just going for a 15 hatchery, which is right here at the natural, and followed by a spawning pool. So a very typical build that you do in ZVT. This is, I'm going to say this is like the safest build you can do in Zerg versus Terran. Of course, if your Terran opponent is going to decide to just straight up kill you with the 2 racks early on in the game, there's not much you can do. You're going to have to get a pool a little bit earlier. You might even want to get some speed to go ahead and give yourself a little bit more mobility with your links to defend against any kind of marine pressure. But nothing looking out of the ordinary at all from either of our players. Slings are going to be on the map. Queens are in production. IPA can drone happily forever after. Usually not forever after. He can just drone for a little bit of time, which is exactly what he's doing. And coLqxc, what is he going to go ahead and follow this up with? The Hellions are going to be on the map there. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Wow, coLqxc not even going Hellions. So, okay, so this is why coLqxc is such a cool player to watch. Usually you would see a Terran player go for Hellions to get, you know, some scouting and do a little bit of harassment onto the Zerg, but he is going straight up into the WIDOWMINE. This, guys, is going to be a new unit for the Terran. It's sort of like a spider mine. You can go ahead and burrow it, whether you want to burrow it as a defensive unit or you can burrow it as an offensive unit. It usually is good for kind of spawning different kinds of pushes and delaying different timings from opponents. So coLqxc is going to go ahead and use it as we see even more WIDOWMINES in production. How many does he have right now? He has 5 freaking WIDOWMINES on the map right now. And IPA is going to scout this. Doesn't care. He's just like, okay, WIDOWMINES, no problem. I'm going to make 8 more drones. And coLqxc is not expanding behind this. He is still going to be on this one base. Medevacs are in production right now. Let's go ahead and see what he's going to do with the WIDOWMINES. As we see 2 of them just going to burrow right at the natural. Okay, so he's going to try to kill some queens. That was actually pretty cool by coLqxc. Almost killing the queen. Not there yet, but I mean, he's experimenting. That's what you do in the beta. You're experimenting with these new units, figuring out exactly the best way to use them. As we see 3 more WIDOWMINES and a marine make their way across the map into the Zerg natural. What are these WIDOWMINES going to do? They are going to go ahead and try to attack into that queen. coLqxc is in fact focusing that queen down. and it actually just dies from the Marine. Okay, so this is super... What? This is like amazing. What is this? Have you ever seen someone use Widow Mines against queens like that? And almost killing a load of drones there for IPA. Not good at all for the Zerg player. He's going to go ahead and force himself to make more queens. As we see, 1 in production, might even need 2 or 3. A few defensive spines coming up as well. coLqxc going to go ahead and move into the natural here with some Hellions. Not any units on the map for IPA. Going to have to use some drones to kill some Hellions, but that is not what you want to do. Never, ever, ever use drones to kill Hellions. You can go ahead and use them to you know, surround it and possibly force it to go into a different direction, but never to kill Hellions. coLqxc is expanding. Okay, cool. So he is not going to stay one base forever. He is expanding behind it. What other tech is he adding back home? It looks like the starport has been done for some time. Medevac is going to go ahead and drop 2 Widow Mines into the main base of IPA. Again, going to try to kill a queen. I guess maybe it takes 3 Widow Mines to kill a queen. It seems like 2 is not enough. But this is so unique from coLqxc. I'm really impressed by the way that coLqxc is using the Widow Mine. This could possibly be a strategy or a way of dealing with early Zerg. Just early Zerg period. You can just harass, and it seems like it's working very well. Killing queens, killing some drones, following it up with some Hellions. This is obviously a build that coLqxc is most likely going to go ahead and work on and try to perfect. But the natural expansion for the Terran is about to finish. Baling Nest is going to be started right now for IPA as we see more Widow Mines into the main base of IPA. Does he even see this? Wow. 2 Widow Mines killed like 4 drones there. This is cool harassment from coLqxc, but take into consideration, this is not slowing him down at all. Behind it, he's just getting more factories. Looks like there's another medevac drop, going to drop into the main base of IPA as we see 4 Widow Mines dropping, burrowing. Of course, IPA needs detection to be able to deal with any of this. He can't really do that because his lair is just getting started. Doesn't have any kind of spore crawlers to go ahead and scout anything or you know, see the burrowed units. But he's had enough. He is going to go ahead and make 20 links in production. coLqxc kind of just making more Widow Mines. You see them making across the map. Let's look at the harvester count very quickly. 38 SCVs for the Terran, 33 drones for IPA. 20 additional links in production, as I mentioned before. And there is the Widow Mines completely cleaning up all of those Zerglings. Man, is he just going to win this game by just making Widow Mines? What's going on here, coLqxc? Literally, he's only been making, well, basically, he's only been making Widow Mines. He can just burrow again. There it is, burrow again, killing some Zerglings. Zerglings killing some Widow Mines. 72 supply for coLqxc, 36 for IPA. What is the tech going to be for the Zerg? It looks like it's going to be a Spire. So, and he has a Baneling Nest, so it's definitely looking like it's going to be some kind of Mutiling Baneling composition here coming out from IPA. coLqxc has another burrowed Widow Mine right here, and that queen's going to die. There it is. Queen has died. This is, I don't know, man. I'm very, very impressed right now by coLqxc, the way he's using the new units. He is just massing Widow Mines. 14 Widow Mines on the map right now for coLqxc. He is making more, and he does not care. Mutalisks are going to come out very soon for IPA. He is just making Widow Mines. IPA not in a really good position. Harvester advantage is going to be in the favor of coLqxc. 47 SCVs to 45 drones. Upgrades, it doesn't seem like coLqxc has really started any kind of upgrades, as we see the double evolution chambers just going to get started right now for IPA. And it looks like it's going to be another medevac drop here for coLqxc. 4 Widow Mines have been loaded into the medevac for the Terran player. Looks like he's going to try to do some low ground, high ground play here, trying to force some units into this area, and maybe the Widow Mines can explode on the high ground. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see what's up with that, if it even happens. More Widow Mines is going to go ahead and burrow here towards that 3rd expansion of IPA, and he should see this. He absolutely should see this. There's the medevacs dropping some Widow Mines right now to the main base of IPA. Does not really have any units. What units does he have? He doesn't have any units. 2 queens. Not going to be enough, as we see the Widow Mines burrowed again, killing more drones. This has to be such a pain in the butt for IPA to deal with. I mean, he's probably really just frustrated because he's losing straight up to Widow Mines, and coLqxc is just making more Widow Mines. 7 additional Widow Mines in production. I have a feeling that coLqxc is just playing around right now. He hasn't made Maybe he's made one single Marine. That's basically all he's made. But he is going to go ahead and send some WIDOWMINES towards the main base to use a little bit of defense against the Mutalisks that are about to pop out for IPA. As we see them right now making their way across the map. 11 Mutas are out for the Zerg. coLqxc telling himself, I am not making Marines. I might not even make turrets. Does he even have an engineering bay at all on this map? Okay, yeah, he does, but he's not making turrets. He knows that he can defend against us with just WIDOWMINES. And the Mutas still aren't really doing anything. There we go. So we're going to see IPA. Okay, there. Okay, so IPA is going to make his way across the map. Try to kill some things. IPA not even going to do that, as some WIDOWMINES being even more of a distraction. Overseer gets hit a little bit there by the WIDOWMINES. But coLqxc sitting at a supply block, 137 out of 137, 96 supply for the Terran, or for the Zerg player. More WIDOWMINES making their way across the map. What a game. What is this? This is so weird, but so cool at the same time. It's kind of, I don't know. I'm really literally speechless right now. coLqxc's just making WIDOWMINES and he's winning the freaking game. That's all I'm going to say. And Muta's going to go ahead and make their way across the map, finally, for the Zerg player. 2 additional Mutas in production. What's his harvester count looking like right now? 68 drones compared to the 59 SCVs of coLqxc. Another command center has been started for the Terran player, so he is going to be on 3 bases very soon. And the supply count way in the favor of coLqxc. 159 to 102 supply. What can the Zerg do? I mean, what tech does he go from here? There's an infestation pit is on its way, which is okay. Maybe infestors can deal with WIDOWMINES if you go ahead and fungal. I'm not too sure. I haven't really seen WIDOWMINES used a lot, so I'm kind of learning the new unit right now as well. But there's the Mutas trying to go towards the right side of the map. And the thing about this game is coLqxc has been extremely aggressive with the WIDOWMINES. He hasn't really given the Zerg player enough time to kind of do anything. He hasn't had any kind of map control. IPA, okay. Okay, coLqxc just, oh my god. coLqxc just ran, IPA just ran straight into the main. All of his Mutas died. Literally 13 Mutas just died to WIDOWMINES. Okay, yeah, coLqxc has to be toying right now. He has to be playing around right now. He knows that the game is very much going to be in his favor. It's going to be extremely impossible for the Zerg to come back from here. He is going to take a third. It's going to be okay. 66 drones compared to the 61 SCVs of coLqxc. coLqxc going to go ahead and make that third expansion a planetary fortress. Great decision there for the Terran to kind of use that as a positional base. Okay, units tab, 43 WIDOWMINES, 7 Hellions. I don't even care about that single Marine. I just care about these 43 WIDOWMINES and seeing what they're going to do. Do they have any upgrades? No, so coLqxc isn't even upgrading. And IPA, what can he really do to deal with this? What units does he have? 1 Mutalisk. IPA just leaves the game. And this is an amazing example of what coLqxc is capable of doing in a beta. He is a player that does not care about, you know, of course he cares about build orders and you know, executing strategies, but he does not care about using a new unit and just using that unit. And that's exactly what we saw in this game. WIDOWMINE, and more WIDOWMINEs. Not a bad idea for coLqxc. It worked out in his favor. I'm not too sure if this is an actual strategy that would work against better Zerg players. But hey man, this was a blast of a replay to cast, and congratulations to coLqxc for winning with WIDOWMINEs. Anyway, that's going to do it for this cast, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys next time. Peace.